Alright guys, welcome back to Runaway Road Adventure. Yay, and here we go again. So we got past the mines, so it's... Oh yeah, this is chapter 5 already, so only 2 chapters left. Alright, and let's go get this long plank of wood, a long piece of wood. That's something we're gonna need. Ooh, I really like the music in this part.
Okay. The wood is in pretty good shape. I might be able to use it.
Alright, look at the
I
skeleton.
didn't even notice it when I came running out of the mine.
I didn't either. I'm not sure if it was in the cutscene. I think it was.
Might just fall apart.
Oh, by the way, there was something underneath the plank.
Look what was hidden under the wood. It must be some kind of mining tool, but the handle's missing. All right.
It is also known.
It might be useful to me if I find a handle to put on.
Oh, I thought it was a pickaxe, but now it actually looks like a hammer.
The piece of wood is too long and...
Alright, no then. Wait, can I use it on this? The nail.
If it had a handle, I could use it to take the nail.
So, like I said previously, on the previous episode, these last couple of chapters is actually, I remember these the worst. But I do think, yes, I think in this chapter we will meet Rutger. And then the final chapter, the 6th chapter, is probably going to be the shortest of all. Either that, or we only meet Rutger in the final chapter, and I'm mixing it up with this one. That's a distinct possibility.
The bones have come off the skeleton. No surprise.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the idea. It's like grave robbing, but I don't have a choice. A bone might be just what I need.
Alright, I thought he wasn't going to take a bone.
This femur has a little part broken off. I think it's just what I'm looking for.
That reminds me of some, it was a Lewis Black joke. Now this guy was the head of FEMA.
Yeah, I think the femur could make...
FEMA, as far as I know, is a bone in your ass.
It stays on nice and tight.
God, it's been forever since I watched a Lewis Black, like, stand-up thing. Okay. He was in some movie. He pretends to be, like, a principal for this, like, fake college in like, some comedy movie.
It's pretty long, but it might come in handy.
Alright, and now we're gonna use it.
You won't get anywhere. You won't get any... I don't...
Oh, you don't get it, huh?
Get any...
Alright, I guess... Oh, now I remember what we used that for. Alright.
Come on. The rope has to be well...
Oh, I thought it meant... The way he said it, I thought I screwed it up.
And now, let's do some rock climbing.
Let's do some rock climbing.
I was quite the climber at summer camp.
Alright, and now we're in for a nice surprise for once. As if you didn't guess already. There's Gina.
Gina!
Brian!
I can't believe it! You're alive! How did you get here?
Long story. When I fell down that hole, I hit my head and passed out.
Wasn't that long?
Time passed before
You went through the mines and ended up on the other side.
Totally dark. My leg was throbbing. I dragged myself on hands and knees through the mine shafts, trying to find a way out. Finally, when I thought I was about to faint, I reached a shaft with light. I could see the sunlight at the end of the tunnel, so I got a...
Oh, those hair physics, though. Not that great, but their air physics are pretty difficult to get right anyway, and this is like 2003, but early 2000s.
The first thing I found was that huge statue back there, and I was scared stiff. But I regained my composure and passed through all those weird ruins until coming here. I couldn't believe I was stuck in the middle.
You know, this is something that does bother me a little bit, but it seems like... You know, one thing that doesn't seem like historically accurate is that the Hopi village is literally like this kind of village.
How did you manage to find me?
Well, actually, I came across you by accident. After you fell
because, you
down
know, I know the North American Indians, they could build like pretty big structures, but I still think they still use like animal skins and stuff like that. They didn't make like these huge clay structures. Like that seems more like a Mesoamerican thing.
You figure all this out.
But you know, I
will.
will. Let's not question it too much.
Let's get you out of here and have that.
Like the fact that that quote-unquote crucifix turned out to be a key.
It's hard for you to get here. Come on, let's not just leave without unraveling the mystery of the crucifix. I can hold out a bit longer. Don't worry. Please go to that crypt.
But you need to see a doctor, and that's more important.
No, please, Brian. I owe it to my father. Do it for me.
Well, okay. Have it your way. You just rest and don't move. Save your energy for when we leave.
Okay.
Ooh,
Brian,
that.
Don't worry about
There's
me.
a thing that always bothers me is the
I
friggin'.
don't like the look of Gina's leg. I didn't want to frighten her, but it seems like it's broken to me. I'll have to find a way to put a splint on her leg if I want to get her out of here. Okay, I think it'd be best to find that Hopi Crypt.
Oh, we do this first then?
Afterward, I'll take care of Gina's leg.
Okay, I seriously thought you had to. I was remembering that you have to fix Gina's leg first, but no, I guess we'll just leave her.
Great. Let's look around and see if I can get a handle on this.
I do like this though. This looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, I bet the sacred crypt is up on the cliff up there. Man, it's not gonna be an easy walk. I can't stand those rickety old suspension bridges. Well, I can't turn back now, so off we go.
Off we go. God damn it. Wow, he's really moving, huh? God damn it, I love that.
Aha! This must be the entrance to the crypt. And that weird monolith over there must be some kind of door.
That is not a monolith. That is a slab with a human limbs and a head.
Plant that is. But the stem has pods growing on it like green beans.
Can I just pick
there's
one up?
really no...
All right. Okay. Yeah.
I can't think. I suppose it's some sort of Hopi deity. I suppose... That's no small nick. It's an actual keyhole.
All right. So that's where the.
Yes.
Ooh, I love that
way to
little
open the entrance
pan
to the
whistle.
sacred crypt.
Kind of had a bit of a the good, the bad, and the ugly vibe there.
Bad news. The keyhole in the mouth of the monolith
Yeah.
is jammed up with sand, and the key won't go in. Oh man, I thought this was all turning out too easy.
Yeah. Well, good thing we just take one of the branches.
Okay, it may be just what I need. A couple of those pods are hanging from the branch. Yeah, I think it could be used to clean out that sand.
All right. Now and actually, when we go down to the crypt, that is a cool moment. I kind of hoped that it was gonna happen at the end of the episode because I didn't want to talk over it. But no, I guess we'll just use this.
I hope the key will go in now. Great! The monolith is moving. I
Great.
did it! The time has come to uncover the hidden mystery behind all this. I just keep wondering what I might find in there.
Less wandering, more walking, Brian.
Anyway, here we go.
And also, the mechanism of this thing doesn't seem to make any sense to me either. This is a pretty cool cutscene, though. Yeah, I love those skulls. I gotta wonder, like, who put those candles there? So if those things are supposed to be statues, or are they like
Hello,
mummified
my young friend.
former
I
chiefs?
see that you have taken the wise path and managed to reach this place.
John St. John?
I knew you would be able to.
Wapuchin? Is that you?
Yes, I am Wapuchum.
Yes, I am
the
Duke
last of the
Nukem,
Hopi
and I have
chiefs.
balls of
Do
steel.
not fear. Come closer.
But what are you doing here? I don't get it.
There is nothing to get. Listen, you do not know it, but this is what you have come in search of.
Ooh boy.
But that's...
I know what it is. The man who put it here brought dishonor to his Hopi blood by hiding it in this sacred place.
Ooh, yeah.
It is up to you to remove it and distance this rotten seed from our pure land.
Who does it belong to?
I am not the one to answer this question. You must ask the one who brought shame to his race by hiding it here.
That person's dead.
So,
What do you mean, so? I can't ask a dead person.
I assure you that you can.
Oh boy, yeah, that's the setup for the next part.
Find the path. I know that you will be able to. Now you must leave. But first, leave the sacred Hopi key here. This sacred place must never again be desecrated.
Okay, I understand.
Man, I love
Here you
that
go.
voice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Wupuchim. Will we ever meet again?
Someday, my young friend. Goodbye, and may Okiwak's light shine on your path.
Same to you, Wupuchim.
I wish I knew a little bit more about like Native American cultures, though, so I'd know if those deities that they keep mentioning there, like if those are real.
Whoa.
Ooh, I just noticed a
I
little
was gonna
error there.
decipher the mystery, but far from it. I found an even greater one. We've crossed half the country for a bottle with a finger inside.
Oh.
It is a real human finger. I'm sure of it.
Oh, that's a
Bottled in
bug.
formaldehyde
Okay, we're supposed to
preserved
be in the
product.
inventory
Who
view.
in the world does this finger belong to? That it
That's
would
why
be so
Brian's
important?
mouth's not moving right now.
There would be so
That's
many
weird.
people.
Okay, I've never had that happen
And
before.
as for finding Wupuchim inside there, I'd rather not even talk about it. This is all.
He's a ghost.
Anyway.
Why are you even
eventually
surprised
things
he's a
will plan
ghost?
After we get Gina back and get her leg fixed up.
Alright, so now we gotta go fix Gina's leg. So that's what we need the plank for, yeah. Oh yeah, and we're gonna use that. Oh wait, there was something else, isn't there? Alright, and then we go back to the Hopi village. And, alright. Yeah, there's the big...
Up close, that
this big
statue
fucker.
looks even more amazing. That face is
Oh, I
real.
see something there.
Now I know how the earliest miners of Douglasville must have felt when they saw this.
That has a very Curse of Monkey Island feel to it. I really dig it, though. It's a tomahawk.
Tomahawk.
Oh, yeah, that's...
A tomahawk could come in handy.
Alright.
Well, this is no simple axe. It can also be used as a pipe.
Oh, yeah, and we are gonna use it as a pipe, though. Yeah, so here it is, the bottle
I'm afraid
finger.
we're worse off than before. Who in the world could that finger belong to?
Yeah, we'll figure out. We'll probably find that out in the next chapter. Alright.
Yep, good idea. By dividing the wood into 2 pieces, I'll have 2 boards to use as a splint on Gina's leg. Ready. I think they're just the right size. How am I staring?
Yeah, it definitely. It kind of looks a little bit like Chuck, actually, with the big lips. All right, so let's use these on.
Pieces of wood are perfect for making a splint. But
Oh, come on! You can't put 2 and 2 together.
I don't see any reason.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man!
That doesn't make.
Oh, okay, sorry. No, we have to cut a piece of this fucking rope. That's the thing. Wait, so we have to get into one of the houses. Of course, they found a way to make this, like, needlessly complicated. Is this like the Scooby-Doo doors? Yeah, so I can go into this door... Or... No, yeah, just one door. But I think at some point I have to make choice between 2 doors. Yeah, this is kind of dumb. Yeah, here I have to make 2 choice. Door A or door B? It seems too obvious that it would... So I'm gonna go to the further door. I think I've take the other one. It just leads me back to the bottom. And here there seems to be only just the one door. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now we use the tomahawk on this. Yep.
Yes. From here, I could cut the rope pretty far up and get a long enough piece to use as a splint for Gina's leg. Here we go. I'll cut up as high as possible.
I'll cut up as high as possible. Woohoo!
Done.
Here we go. I actually don't remember if the chapter just ends after we fix Gina's leg, but because I think the final chapter where we figure out what the finger is, like I seem to recall that only happens in chapter 6, unless
Grab the
chapter
piece
6
of
was
rope
like
I cut
really
off.
short.
It's a good
There's a
split.
game, by the way, I've been
Let's
playing
see.
recently,
Gina, try not to
Shantae,
move.
Have Genie
I'm gonna
Hero.
put a splint
It
in
was
your
funny
leg.
because I didn't plan on buying it, but I had to buy it because I accidentally bought a DLC for it because I thought it was like a spin-off game or something.
Ow!
And I've actually been playing a little bit of Mega Man X recently. I started trying to play
Gina,
X5
it's
as
time to
Zero.
go. We've got to get through.
And I
the
found out
mine.
something kind of
But
funny
don't
about
worry,
that is like
I'll help you. And
the levels are just awful to play as Zero, but the boss fights are actually ridiculous
yeah,
easy
I
in
went in
that.
and
What did you find inside? Tell me.
well, it was all really weird. I'll tell you on the way.
But
Give it a rest. We have a long walk ahead through the mine. We'll have to stop more than once for rest, so I'll have plenty of time to give you a thorough report. Come on, let's go. I think I know of someone who could fix up your leg. You're doing great. Put your arm around my shoulder.
Yeah, now we're going to Mama Dorito. Or Mama Dorita. I don't remember which one it is. Dorita.
Oscar, my friend Gina has an injured leg. Mama Dorita can cure her, right?
Of course. Come on, get in here.
Come on, get in here. Thanks, Oscar.
Could you believe? Gina was alive! I was flabbergasted to find her after thinking I'd lost her forever. As for the mystery we were trying to solve, we were almost worse off than in the beginning. All we had was a human finger in a bottle of formaldehyde, and that was an even greater mystery than the crucifix itself. Thank goodness I could count on Mama Dorita's...
Oh, that was already
more than just
chapter
fixing
5.
Gina's leg.
The Indian, the nun, and the finger.
Now then, a bit of
There is Mama Dorita.
that I've placed on her.
All right, because we'll have this little conversation with Mama Dorita before we end the chapter.
Your little girlfriend had better stay here and not move a step.
Thank you
All right,
so
and I'm
much,
sure people are
Dorita.
tired of hearing me
You
say
are
this,
so
but
kind, ma'am.
yes, this is obviously Gina's voice actor, Lani Minella, doing this again.
Yes, ma'am. Brian Basco.
Muy bien, Brian. Something tells me you are also in need of my help. What can I do for you? And please, stop calling me ma'am.
Well, ma'am, I mean, miss. I need to speak with a dead person.
Do you mean speak with the spirit of a dead person? Very well, I can help you with that. However, you must know that in addition to myself, I will need a medium while I perform the call to the other side. Furthermore, experience tells me that it is of the utmost importance for the success of the
You know what?
ceremony
I've been shitting on Runaway too, but they actually kept this whole the Brian keeps finding these like caretakers of magical properties. Like there was a witch doctor, or not the ancestor, the offspring of a witch doctor in the second game that helped us.
Very well then, that problem is solved. All we have to take care of is the topic of the medium.
Why do we need a medium?
Look, spirits are intangible entities.
Because then all we'll have is a small and a large.
Cannot produce any sounds whatsoever, unless they enter into the body of a living person and use it in order to speak. That is what mediums are for. They are referred
It seems like older women in the Runaway universe just always grow gigantic tits over time. Sorry. But she does have like really weird proportions as well.
Where can I find a medium around here?
I used to work with a woman from Nakozari, a town south of the Mexican border. She was an excellent medium, but one day we experienced a bit of a rough sound, and she swore never to work as a medium again. Besides the woman from Nakozari, I don't know of anyone else around here.
I think I could be a medium.
You? I think not. Come closer and look into my eyes.
Alright, so this is the thing.
No, you cannot. Your eyes reveal that you are unprepared to lower your level of consciousness enough to...
Lowering your level of consciousness, yes, that's what we need. So that's why we need Rutger. Yeah, I love seeing Gina, alright. Oh, I always forget about that guy with the arrows.
Mama Dorita says you'll heal in no time, as long as you rest.
I'm just a bit nervous. The concoction that woman put in my leg is really making me itch. Plus, I can't stop thinking about what you told me inside the mine as we were coming here. Especially the part about the human finger in the bottle of formaldehyde.
Jesus vive.
What are we gonna do now?
Well, I've been giving it some
I wonder,
thought, and
wait a
all I
minute.
can think
Viva
of is
means
one
like
thing.
hurrah,
Look,
doesn't it?
I can't stop thinking about something that Indian chief told me.
That Wapu something guy?
Wupuchim, yeah. I asked him with that bottle with the finger.
I love these backgrounds,
He
by the way,
said that
though.
the
These are
man
the
who took it
background,
there
the details are
should
just
answer that
amazing.
question. I told him that guy is dead, but Wupuchim said that wasn't necessarily an obstacle.
You mean we should talk?
I love also the skull in the bottom right there, like with over the cord.
I don't see any other way out.
I understand.
Murray, is that you?
But do you really think we can speak with a dead person?
Just a few days
We sure as
ago,
hell-
I would have answered you with the
We sure as hell are gonna talk with a dead person. I love this part, by the way. So,
And what I've seen since we met.
there is a bit of a supernatural tilt to this adventure.
What harm can it do to try?
But I do love that that they really waited until this last part of the game before we get to
With
it.
the help of Mama Dorita. She's knowledgeable about these things. However, there's one thing that concerns me. Wapuchim said that the person who hid the bottle in the sacred crypt had Hopi blood, so it couldn't have been your father.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, that's a little thing.
Well, I
We're
suppose
gonna
there
find
are
out a
people
bit.
mixed up in this strange story.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Anyway, your dad has...
Oh, Brian, you're so gullible.
I'm sure he can. So, when should we do it?
I have to get a medium for the seance.
Okay. Well, keep me informed, please.
How are you feeling?
Better and better. I must admit, Mama Dorita knows what she's doing.
I'm out of here.
All
I
right,
have to work on
and then
finding-
I guess that's where we'll end it this time. It's weird. I was prepared to do a much longer
And without
session. And welcome back to Runaway a Road Adventure. And this time it's probably going to be the finale of it. So, all right. So we have to go. So this time we have to make Brian lower his level of consciousness so he can become a medium for a seance of a dead person. So we don't go to the. I guess Brian won't go back to the mine anymore. Let's go to the derailed locomotive, because there's still one thing. There's one more. Yes, the steam engine still had one last piece of inventory to give us.
Steam blasted out.
All right. So yeah, in the last episode we found this finger. So here we go. And actually, this time we get into the. We actually get to the hotel where Sushi is staying. We can actually get in there. And we're finally going to meet Rutger. All right.
It's a sheriff's badge. It must have flown out the smokestack like the Selkie did. Yeah, I can use that. It's not too worn out considering the circumstances.
All right, and let's go to town this time. And yeah, I was talking about how I was playing Mega Man X5 just recently, trying to play as a little bit of Zero. And, really not having a good time with it, but... Okay. Let's go.
Brian, so you made it to the Hopi village, did you?
But
I love that
warned
Hollywood
you,
Monsters
it's
poster
a
there.
Crazy story.
Oh, don't worry. All the better.
Here goes. A few days ago, I started on...
I love that. This isn't what they should have done in that Gabriel Knight 3 bit. How you see how his voice, faded out and in when Gabriel was giving his little talk in that game. How it always bothers me. Sushi also appears in the second game, but actually, Lenny Minella didn't voice her in
That's great,
that.
Sushi. Thanks.
She actually voices. She was voiced by a different character. I'm looking at the computer now, and I'm seeing what I think. I think there is a friggin' floppy disk drive in that. I think those other ones are supposed to be CD-ROM drives, but yeah, that on the top definitely looks like a. Maybe it's not a floppy disk drive. Maybe it's a zip disk drive. If you don't know what those are, that's before USBs were very popular and common. Zip disk was
As usual, a bell and a check-in book.
Oh, I did not mean to click that there.
The
Poker.
poker's made of iron and...
Poker? I barely know her. Sorry, cheap joke. Yeah, such good detail, and you don't really do anything in this hotel. But hey, let's go talk to Rutger. So actually, I didn't quite explain it properly. So Rutger is this guy who looks Rastafarian, but if you ask him about Rastafarian beliefs, he can't tell you anything.
Hey, that guy over there must be Rutger. Hello, Rutger, right?
Yeah. And you're Brian, I bet. Saturn's told me about you. By the way, that helmet you gave me is way cool. You wouldn't happen to have another one for me, would ya?
No, sorry. I only had that one.
Well, if you ever come across another one, keep Mr. Rutger in mind.
Sure thing.
Awesome, man.
Oh wait, there's a puzzle involving him and Saturn. Could you tell me exactly what the Rastafarian beliefs
Could you
is?
tell me exactly what the Rastafarian beliefs consists of?
No.
Exactly. In the second game, you can also ask him, and he'll just say no.
The The greenhouse you've set up here is really something.
Thanks, man. Plants are my life. That is the truth. I've mostly got African spices in here. You know why? Because Africa is the mother of life.
All right, so I guess he's bit into Pan-Africanism though. So I get that explains the flag.
I was thinking, you wouldn't happen to know of a plant or something like that that would help a person go into a trance, would you?
To enter a trance? You mean to trip out, right? I have some knowledge in that area.
Do you think you could prepare me some of that?
I could, but look, I don't know if you're aware of how things work around here.
Oh yeah, I should give you something in exchange.
Oh, that's the thing.
it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You got it.
And what might that something be?
I don't know. I don't really need anything. Something I might like, you know.
Hey, that music you were playing sounded really neat.
You thought it was cool? Playing the bongos totally mellows me out. It's my hobby, you know.
I just realized though this guy does have the same voice actor as Joshua. I wonder who he is
I'll
though.
just go on my way, Wrecker.
There aren't that many voice actors in the
See ya.
cast. I think besides John St. John, Mark Biaggi, and Lonnie Manella, there's like maybe one or two more. Oh wait, I know. All right, here's the funny bit. So Saturn is in having his inspiration, and yeah, it's funny as this chapter progresses, the more and more of this statue will come out. Oh wait, I know. So we just give him the tomahawk because it works as a pipe.
I think that might be the thing to do.
Yeah, I just
Wrecker.
remember that this should be this easy.
Hey, what's up?
I believe I have something you might be interested in.
Let me see, man. Ah, yes. It's a fine Hopi axe pipe. Very nice, man.
I'm glad you like it. Do we have a deal then? The pipe, in exchange for preparing what we talked about.
Oh, yes. It's a deal.
Now, I'd like to say that they maintain a little bit of like, what's the word? Plausible deniability, but you know, those
This is
plants
sweet as
are
honey.
pretty obvious.
Take a puff.
No thanks. I don't smoke.
Listen, didn't you want some herbal pleasure to lighten you up a bit?
Yeah, but
Well, this is the thing.
Yeah, we have to go back to Mama to
Hey.
write up. But this actually, it doesn't quite work. Or it's not quite enough.
I'm not used to this, so one drag will do. Whoa. I feel dizzy already. I better get out of here fast. I believe I'm ready to act as
Oh, we went here automatically. I love that chicken. That's very Monkey Island too.
No. It'd be better, but no. I must say your disposition for lowering consciousness enough to go into a trance has...
I didn't mention about the body sitting on the chair, but actually that is a genuine Mexican thing, I think, that they do sometimes. Or at least used to keep bodies around the house. Yeah.
I'd like to see.
Let's go see Gina, but I don't think Gina will help us. But it'll make me feel better. So we go back to Rutger because there's actually something else we need. All right.
That stuff you put in the pipe didn't work. I need something a bit stronger.
More powerful, huh?
Yeah, that's what stronger means.
I think I know what you need. I was just recently studying some old Indian shaman recipes. There is one that the Hopi tribe's medicine men used to use. Have you heard of them Hopi Indians?
Yeah, I've heard something about it.
Apparently, these Hopi medicine men used to make a brew that was mighty strong. They said they used it to help their spirit leave their body and be able to get closer to Kichi Manitou, the Great Spirit.
That is just what I need. Can you make it for me?
I'm afraid not. I have all the ingredients except one. The most essential of all.
Oh, there's a spelling error.
Yawaskel.
Yawaskal.
Yeah, you get it from inside these pods that grow on a plant which grows in this area. The problem is, I haven't been able to find that plant anywhere, even though I've searched throughout the region for weeks. Seems this crazy plant only grows on sacred Hopi lands.
Huh. And do you know what the Yawaskal looks like?
From the drawings I've seen, they're bumpy bowls of a dark red color. I've studied the topic quite a bit, and though I've never seen any of those bowls myself,
Oh,
I'm
boy.
sure I could identify one if I saw it.
So we need to. So we need Wupuchum's balls of
Talking
steel.
about this
Well,
later.
or
Sure
balls
thing,
of brown. Actually, no. Never mind. That sounded disgusting.
I still have the branch I tore off the outside.
Oh yeah, there it is again. Where it's supposed to be in the inventory.
Closer look. There's some pods on the stem. Yeah, what luck! I bet that plant I took the branch off of is precisely the one Rucker was talking about. I'll pull the pods off the branch.
Okay, now. Oh.
Done. Now I should open them and see if they contain those famous little red balls.
Yeah, but we can't actually get in the pods yet.
These pods are really hard. There's no way I can open them with my hands. I need something else to tear them open.
Yeah, we need to find a knife, actually. I don't remember where we get the knife, though. I know there is a knife, and we need to... This ain't a knife. That ain't no knife, this is a knife. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it would be fun to have had Radio Kaiser on this as well, but yeah. It's the thing is, I'm actually video capturing this, like, without being able to see what I'm capturing, so because this game only runs in full screen mode. Dang it.
Here.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go back to the prison cell because I think there might be. I'm watching like a hawk in this background because I'm scared that it might actually be in this room and I just haven't noticed it yet.
It's clothing.
All right, but let's check the bag again.
Okay, let's take one more peek to see what I can find. This scalpel
Yes,
may be
exactly.
Just what I was looking for.
Scalpel. Looks like a butter knife.
Yes. Using the scalpel, I can open the pods up and get the little ayahuasca balls out.
Except you can't.
Ugh, that didn't work. These pods are as hard as a rock.
Yeah, so we actually need to go back to the hotel. He called it a scalpel. It does not look like a scalpel. It looks like a fucking butter knife. Like, I know it's supposed to be like an Old West scalpel.
I like that.
Use scalpel in the fireplace.
Yes, good idea. If I heat up the scalpel, it'll definitely cut better. I'll leave it in there for a few seconds to make it nice and hot.
All right.
All right, that should do the trick. Ow! I gotta be careful. It's burning hot.
I thought you used the poker to get it out, but I guess not.
All right, this time the pods will yield to my strength. Finally. Now I've got those silly ayahuasca balls.
Silly ayahuasca
Just
balls.
in time. The scalpel's cooled down and is now at room temperature. Good thing I cut through the pods when I did.
Yeah. So this is what I really like about this game. Like, we've gone through quite the journey already here, and actually, like, yeah, that previous episode, I mean, the fourth episode, the fourth chapter, even though I was complaining about it a little bit. Oh no, why don't I need to go to Rutger. Like, that is the longest part of the game, though, and, you know, there's a lot of content in that, which I do like. So, let's give the balls to...
Whoa, Rutger's gonna flip when he sees this.
I don't think Rutger could flip if he wanted to.
Hey, Rutger.
Hey!
Hey!
You'll never
What are
believe
you
it.
freaking funds?
I've got some ayahuasca balls.
No way, brother.
Don't believe me?
That did not
He's
sound
waving.
that. Oh, I'm sorry. That was terrible. Why did he say brother like that? No way, brother. No way, brother.
Man, you're right. It's prime ayahuasca.
Told you so. Can you make that Hopi brew you told me about now?
Of course. I'll get right to it.
Perfect. I'll let you work then. Well, a long time seems to have gone by. I think that Rutger must have that brew ready. Rutger!
Yeah, I'm over here, man.
Is it finished?
I have the finished product. And I'm telling you right now, this is some grade A stuff. Those Hopis sure knew what they were doing. If this doesn't put you into orbit, I don't know what will, my friend.
Okay. Does this taste bad?
Bad? No way. These guys even made their herbal infusions taste delicious.
I don't know about that.
Here, man.
drink.
Yeah, I can feel it already. It's as if I were levitating. I'm leaving before the effects get any stronger.
Okay, sir, but I'm drinking the leftovers.
Now I know I'm prepared enough to become a medium.
You don't give up, do you? Very well. Let me look into your eyes.
Oh boy.
You win, Brian.
You're tweaking on something, all right.
Okay, your eyes have revealed this. Good. Your mind is ready. Now we must prepare your soul.
Prepare my soul?
It is indispensable in case something goes wrong.
What do you mean by that? I didn't think this was dangerous.
And it is not, provided the medium is truly prepared. Believe me, preparing your soul properly will keep you from fear.
Okay already. Fine. What do I have to do?
Kneel before the altar.
Oh, this is kind of
Here?
this is kind
Yes, on
of
your
funny.
knees.
You do like this little prayer.
Repeat after me.
Okay.
San Luciano, I pray that you care for my soul while it is absent from my body.
San Luciano, I pray that you care for my soul.
I don't know
while
what that
it is
little guy in
absent
the
from my
coffin
body.
is supposed to
San
be. Maybe that's a
Luciano,
reference to something I'm not
protect me
aware
with
of.
your cloak and do not allow the devil to take over my body.
Santa Brigida, protect me with your cloak and do not allow the devil to take over my body.
Jesus, my soul is clean and ready to travel to your side if you wish it to be so.
Jesus, my soul is clean and ready to travel to your side if you wish it to
I really
be
wish
so.
he would have said Jesus.
Please rise.
Okay, should I bring in Gina so we can get this over with?
Not so fast. We won't be doing it here. We're going to the Well of Souls.
Where?
Do not worry, it's a proper place.
It's a proper place. Oh, that makes it all the better.
Do we really have to go in there?
That little statue, by the way, I've been looking at it, and I still can't decide whether it's holding either a stake or a skull.
Sit in it and prepare your mind. Oscar will help Gina and me down.
All right, whatever you say.
All right, I love this scene. By the way, this is one of my favorites.
Let's begin. Now, Brian, it is important for you to stay relaxed.
Was it really necessary to tie me to the chair?
See, believe me, it was for your own safety, I assure you. Now, stare into my eyes, por favor. All the tension is flowing out of your body. You are relaxed, more and more relaxed. You feel good, muy bien. I am going to count to 3, and when I finish, you will fall into a deep slumber. 1, 2, 3. We are here to contact a being from the other side. We have the
This is a
will
super
and
creepy
the
close-up
medium.
of this
We have
moment,
the
Dorito.
will and the medium. The medium awaits in the center of the pentagram. Someone from this plane wishes to speak with that being. We invoke that being with all due respect. We have the will and the medium. Gina, it's your turn. Speak with that spirit. Tell him you want to talk with him.
Johnny the Indian. It's me, Gina. I need to talk with you. You were about to tell me something and we were interrupted. Now we have the chance to finish our conversation. Johnny, it's me, Gina. Please talk to me.
All right, it's the big twist here.
Johnny, is that you?
Gina, what the devil happened? Where am I?
The Sandretti's got you.
Yes, I remember. We were talking at the Pink Iguana when those thugs showed up, but I don't remember anything more. Where have I been? It's dark here, and I'm freezing.
Johnny, look, you're locked up. The Sandretti's locked you into the basement under the storeroom in the Pink Iguana.
Damn them. Gina, you've got to help me. Get me out of here, and I'll take you with me. We'll be rich, kiddo, and we'll live like kings.
Oh boy.
True? You kept the money from the truck heist?
Of course I did. I pulled one over on those bastards. I'll share the cash with you, baby. Just get me out of here fast.
Now's not a good time. There's guards all over the place. I'll come get you out later. But tell me, where did you hide the money? The Sandrettis haven't been able to find a clue.
Of course they haven't found it. You think I'm an idiot? Those evildoers would never find the money.
You are so sly, Johnny. Where's it hidden?
Yeah, kiddo. Too smart to trust you, too. I'm not telling you one more word. Get me out of here, and I'll give you your piece of the pie.
Okay, all right. I'll come back in a while and help you escape.
I'll be waiting. Make it quick.
Johnny? Johnny?
He has departed. And I must say I don't like what I saw one bit. Gina, you have toyed with a spirit, and that can be very dangerous. I hope you don't regret it later on. But let us set that topic aside. Brian is exhausted and needs to rest. Oscar, untie Brian and take him to my room. Lay him on the bed and let him sleep as long as he needs.
Yeah, alright, so here comes the big twist. It wasn't Gina's dad, but Johnny the Indian. That they summoned.
Ow!
Yeah.
Gina!
Oscar put you in bed. You've been asleep for nearly 24 hours. The effort of being a medium left you exhausted. Do you remember anything that happened in the Well of Souls?
Enough! Everything seemed like a dream. It was like I was floating above your heads. But I perfectly remembered that you didn't invoke your father.
So here comes the
No,
truth,
it was
yeah.
Johnny the Indian.
That's it. Well, don't you think you owe me an explanation?
Yes, I guess so. Well, here goes. Remember everything I told you about my father's death in the hospital?
Yeah, of course I remember.
Well, it wasn't exactly true.
You mean your father didn't?
No, he's perfectly fine. And he doesn't work for the government, like I said. He breeds sheep in Marion Bridge, Utah.
So, you invented all of that?
Not exactly. Let me explain. I really did work at the Pink Iguana, but I wasn't really a singer. I performed in the... That night when my act was
Oh boy.
I talked to Johnny the Indian, a pretty shady fellow who'd just gotten out on parole.
He looks exactly like the freaking evil priest in The Road to El Dorado.
With him. He showed me the crucifix he wore around his neck the whole 4 years he spent in prison, and said it was the key that would open the door to that new life. He was drunk, and I didn't take him very seriously. I thought the guy was embracing Christianity or something like that. And then the Sandretti brothers showed up. Johnny asked me to keep the crucifix for him and to disappear before they saw me. Everything I told you about my father's death in the storeroom of the Pink Iguana was true, but it wasn't my father they killed. It was Johnny. They interrogated him and beat him to a pulp. I'd heard of the Sandretti brothers and how dangerous they are, but that night I saw it with
Yeah, they
my
were.
eyes.
You see how their mouths are moving way too quick. That's very similar to that bug that I was talking about, where when I was playing this on my XP machine back in the day. Like it would like have the conversation, then it would suddenly show
Why
the
were they
speech
interrogating
animation
him?
like
What
super
did he
fast,
do?
and then it would
Well,
continue with the
Johnny had
cutscene.
just spent 4 years in the slammer for holding it.
So they're actually like pretty well synced up with the speech. I guess that's because they react to the voice clips.
A fast robbery with no deaths or injuries.
That's exactly like,
The money was supposed
well, that's
to
how
be
they used to do
over the
speech
Sandretti
animations
in
back then. They
garage.
actually
A few
did,
hours later, someone set a trap. The garage is full of cops,
you know,
and
sync them up to speech samples rather than
Sandrettis didn't show up personally,
animate the
so no
actual
one could
speech.
prove they were involved. However, they didn't.
But it does cause this like jerkiness to it. Like when I was doing Jedi Academy, it's kind of like that.
2 days later, near the Mexican border. More importantly, the money from the robbery never appeared.
What do you mean?
It wasn't in the
What do you
garage. Johnny
mean?
didn't have it when they arrested him.
What are you
He
talking
walked
about,
away
eh?
from the garage without taking a cent. Despite all their investigations, the police never found the cash. From what I heard the night they killed Johnny, the Sandretti suspected he'd kept the money, and that he was the one who informed the cops and set up the raid on the garage. They thought he'd hidden the dough somewhere during the 2 days he was hiding out, and that he had let himself get caught, so the Sandrettis wouldn't suspect anything.
You think someone with that much money would allow himself to be caught knowing he'd be put away for years?
Yeah, if he didn't have any other choice. He knew that if he ran off with the money, the Sandrettis would find out and hunt him down long before the police did. He must have thought 20 million bucks were well worth 4 years in prison.
20 million?
20 million!
20 million!
By the time he was released, the Sandrettis would have forgotten the whole story, and that he could enjoy a great retirement. But things didn't work out that way. The Sandrettis don't forget 20 million bucks just because, and they were looking for him the day he got out of jail.
So, when the Sandrettis interrogated him, did they get the truth out of him?
No, that animal Gustav killed him too fast.
They keep calling him an animal, like that is a little bit like, come
So we don't know
on. They
what
could have done a little bit
Oh,
better
yes,
job
you
with that
did.
translation
You
there.
told me so through your mouth during the seance. The bad thing is, I couldn't get him to tell me where he hid the money.
So, all you were really interested in the whole time was getting that money, huh?
No, well, at least not at first. I was just trying to save my life. I had been an eyewitness to a murder and knew that they would snuff me out to keep me from talking. After that, I admit I thought if we found the money, I could start a new life far from the Sandrettis. Is that so terrible?
Depends on how you look at it.
Wow, Brian's very
Why they
understanding
didn't knock us
there.
off in Chicago when they had us trapped in the museum.
Someone at the Pink Iguana probably told them Johnny had talked to me before they killed him. They must have thought I knew something about the money, and they wanted to get it out of me. Lucky you were so great and got us out of that awful cabin.
Oh, don't suck up to me now. You've been fooling me all this time. I'm such an idiot. I walked right into your trap.
Please, Brian, you've got to forgive me. I swear I never wanted to lie to you, but I was scared to death. And I was afraid you wouldn't help me if I told you the truth.
Well, you're wrong there. I'm so stupid I'd have helped you anyway. But this is the end of it. I'm leaving straight for California, and you?
No, please. You know they'll kill me. Sooner or later they'll find me and do me in. My only chance is to find the money and use it to start a new life. You know that. Please don't leave me alone now. Help me.
Okay. I'll help you find that cursed money. And then, I never want to see you again as long as I live.
Don't say that. I really care about you.
Oh, please. Don't play me for a sucker again. I already said I'd help you. Save the sorry act for the theater.
Don't believe me if you don't want to, but I'm being sincere. Besides, if we find the money, half will be yours.
I don't want a dime of that money.
Do whatever you want.
Well, we know Johnny safeguarded the money somewhere.
Alright, so here we go. Brian looks for the
How
money.
strange it seems, the finger in the bottle must have something to do with it. But where should we start to look?
Look, while you were asleep, I remembered something Johnny told me years ago, before the robbery.
What?
He said that he used to
What?
take time off between jobs to spend a few days in his
You know what? I've been watching a lot of people on YouTube because there's a big whole chunk of videos of this. People watching Star Wars for the first time. And it's always when it comes to that moment when Tarkin blows up
Yeah, that
Alderaan.
sounds like a
Like
good
they always when
Well,
they
I'll
say
start with that and try to find that trailer.
when he said like there, see, she can't be reasonable.
Way.
You may fire when ready, and like half the reactions are like when are the same as like Leia's like what?
No,
What?
because I plan on removing you from it soon.
Fine, just go alone if my company annoys you.
I'm leaving, but don't worry. I'll be back.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we now need to go to his trailer.